So we have question number 1.12 and it says state Henry's law first and then mention some important applications of it, right? So let's start and let's see how you can write this answer for this. So first of all, Henry's law, what is it? Henry's law states that at a constant temperature, it is important, at a constant temperature, the mole fraction of gaseous component in a soluble liquid is directly proportional, soluble in liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of gas above the liquid. Let's see with an example. Let's assume that we have a carbonated water bottle and we have seen that the pressure inside this bottle is very high, right? That's why what happened is at 1 atm, if you keep that bottle open, the carbonated water become sugar water solution, right? It just becomes sugar water solution and CO2 released out at 1 atm, right? When you leave that bottle open for some time, right? But when it is sealed, when that bottle is sealed, you have seen that the pressure of CO2 inside that water bottle is very high, and that's why more CO2 is soluble in water. So mole fraction of gaseous molecule is soluble in this liquid, that is proportional to the partial pressure of the gas in the liquid, right, above the liquid. So that is the thing. Now I think it is clear to you in your mind and you can make a figure of it. Okay, so mathematically it is written as partial pressure of gas is equal to Henry constant into mole fraction of that component, gaseous component in dissolvent liquid, right? This is you have to write. Then after that, what are the application of Henry laws? First of all, the carbonated beverage, making of carbonated beverage. So soft drinks are bottled at high pressure of CO2, increases CO2 solubility in water, right? Second is at high altitude we feel sickness. Why? So at high altitude, low atmospheric pressure cause low partial pressure of CO2, and because of the partial pressure of O2, sorry, because of the low partial pressure of O2, the mole fraction of gaseous O2 that is dissolved in our blood leaves our blood, right? And our blood contain less O2, and that cause sickness, right? Third thing is diving. The problem we get in scuba diving, that is called bent or decompression syndrome. So at a high pressure underwater, more nitrogen bubble than usual dissolve in our blood. So as we go, like at surface of water, we have 1 atm pressure. As you go 10 meter of depth, the pressure increases to atm. 1 atm per 10 meter it increases, right? Then you again go 10 meter down, again it will become 3 atm, right? So that's how the pressure increases as you go down in depth in water, right? So as you go down, the pressure increases, and with that the partial pressure that the scuba divers keep that on their cylinder also increases, right? So that's why what happened is the amount of the amount of nitrogen gas, mole fraction of the nitrogen gas start dissolving more amount in the oxygen in the blood of the scuba divers, right? And once they go up, after this phenomena happens, once they go up, there is a rapid release of that nitrogen bubbles happen in their body, right? And that causes bends. To avoid that, divers uses helium oxygen mixture, right? So these are the application. One application also is the how aquatic animals take oxygen for their living, right? So at high temperature, you know that the liquid can dissolve less gases at high temperature as the temperature increases. So in low or cold conditions, aquatic animals can breathe more, right? So that is also one application. So these are the things that you can write in your exam answer sheet. Okay.